So guys, welcome to OMSI 2, a German bus simulator developed by, well, German people. Self-explanatory. Actually one of the best bus simulators that's on the market right now, despite the bugs and low graphics and such, better than Bus Sim 16. Today we are at the Rheinhausen DLC. Well, I say at, that made no sense, we're in it. Essentially, we are going to be doing Route 15, on the night, technically. It's not a night specific route, it's kind of like an all-time route, I suppose. So you go in the day, so the morning, the rush hour and such, you've got midday, the afternoon, the late evening, and then you've got the night, which is kind of what this is. Well, I say this might be late evening, depending on what your stance is on that. But, yep, Route 15, Nordbahnhof is the terminus. And our timetable is just up there. As you can see, it's a very short route, believe it or not, so I just need to pop this in on the sign properly to show you really how to do it. This is the cheaty way. If you want to be more simulation type into it, then you just use the little ibis thing, but I never use the ibis. If you program that, it'll program the sign, I believe, and also you get the annunciator as well. Obviously I don't, because I don't use the ibis, because I'm an idiot. And at one point I probably will use it, depending on how I can really operate it. I need to find an instruction manual for the bus before I can do that, because all this German stuff is just weird. I don't even understand German, so I don't even know. I really don't even know. But then, get rid of the red information, because I'm going to try and do this properly. I'm going to try and do this as realistic as possible, I'll say that. But yeah, just showing you around the bus a little bit. We've got a few controls. That's the window demister, I believe, and that button that I'm pressing closes and opens the window. So technically what you've got is an electric window. We've got the heating system up here. We'll just put it on because it is night. I don't know what that does. Probably accelerates heating. There's a lot of stuff in this bus that's kind of like missing compared to the other buses that I'm used to with OMSI. This is very, very kind of minimalist in terms of controls. But yeah, all the main controls are there and stuff. We've got the wipers obviously on the indicator stick and the horn as well at the end. But on the steering wheel you can actually change the display by hitting this button here, and it shows you, it cycles between different kind of screens. I don't know what that means. Nicked. Does that mean night? Don't even know. That's what I'm guessing. I don't know. But yeah. Got all that stuff, which is pretty useless. That's the only useful information, really, I think, in terms of my opinion, because it shows you that currently we have the handbrake on. We also have the bus in neutral, and I did use this bus beforehand before I started recording this, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that the bus is still quite warm. So we won't really need the heating on as much. There's no kind of, like, temperature gauge either. Is that just me, or is it hidden somewhere? Because I don't even know what temperature it is in the bus. Just a little bit of a pain, because you can literally get it to about 22, 23 degrees, and then your passengers will just complain. That's essentially what that is. But nonetheless, we should be able to get going nonetheless. We've got our lights on and stuff. Yes, we have got everything sorted. Let's go. I say let's go. Alright, this is a new one. This is a new one, definitely. Why is that still... Seriously, I've put the handbrake on, I've took it off, right, it's in neutral, so I'm revving for no apparent reason. Now it's not doing anything. Right, bear with me. This has never happened ever. More like real life now, where buses have issues. This is probably just because of me, to be fair. Right, let's go. Finally. I thought we were going. We're not. Right, we'll just open and shut that, because I don't know if it's the doors. Because I don't think it's the doors, because I don't think any lights are on the dashboard. Right then, let's hopefully get going. Still not going, because the thing's in neutral. It says the thing's in neutral on display, but it's not. Look, I'm in drive. I was in drive. I'm now putting in reverse, right? Mash neutral, handbrake on, do that. Just pressing everything at this point to try and fix it. Anything that I can think of. Right, let's take the handbrake off. And we're moving finally. We might have had the station brake on. Or perhaps I reset it. Never mind. First stop. Let's go. 2 passengers. We're quite early actually.
Hello.
2 minutes early. It's 37 is when we're supposed to like depart. That's okay. We're quite early at the stop, so you know, at this point now I can kind of update you guys on what is going on the channel. A big kind of shock. Kind of. It's just really annoying. F1 2017 career mode. Put it bluntly, I'll put it bluntly, right, it's not coming back because of some stupid issue with the streaming service for the PS4. Now that means I can't import the RAW file as the RAW stream, like what I used to before, into HitFilm. I have to basically put it through an encoder, but the sound absolutely screws up on it. So now I can't even post a video because it's a shit quality of sound, and I don't want to do that. First time it's ever happened, Australia was completely fine. Don't know what the heck they've done with the freaking streaming service. I really don't even know at this point. But it happened never. It actually never happened before until that point. And every video I now record has this issue. Spent 2 days trying to find a solution. Thought I found it. Tried it out. Oh yeah, the sound just screws up. So, I will not continue it on the channel for a very different reason to what I did last year. It's completely out of my control. It's stupid technical issues. This is what wrecks things all the time. So essentially now, what this means, if you guys are wondering, what this means is that I have to purely record PC gameplay. I did before, it didn't really work. But now I'm going to have to do it again. I will try to find some racing games for this PC. I'm not too sure though. About AAA games. AAA games will not run on my PC. It's stupid. It's really bad. There's also a fly in my room, so it's a bit annoying. I'm trying to freaking talk into this microphone with a fly in the room. Right. The thing is, my PC's really bad. It's minimal. It's like entry level, technically. So it can run this in any low budget game as such. Well, indie game. And not AAA games. Call of Duty if I'm lucky. Let's be honest. But yeah, I've actually played a new game called Fortnite Battle Royale on the PS4. Won't record it, obviously, for reasons on the PS4. But yeah,
Hello.
record it on the PC, probably. Nevertheless, we're at our second stop. I'm going to say it's our second stop. It's our second stop because it's so early on still. So we're still quite early. Believe it or not, I think we're a good 30 seconds early. So what we'll do is hold here for a bit. After my rant earlier on, I'm just going to concentrate on the video. It's a nice night, don't you think, in the game? There's no traffic, very peaceful. For once, in OMSI, I'm not stressed about the whole thing. Well, I say stressed, don't get stressed, but when there's traffic everywhere, it gets a little bit cramped. Anyways, this video was actually recorded with my Thrustmaster T150 wheel. I have had a new wheel delivered, and it's the Logitech G920. I used it in the well, I mentioned it, I didn't use it, I mentioned it in the ETS2 video before this. So yeah, that's what I'm going to record things from now on, and it's a good choice, let me put it that way. The guy with a tie, don't know why you're dressed in a suit, but you know, you could be a late finisher from work, I suppose, at that place. I don't even know what it is. It's probably a chemist's. Just hold here again for a little bit before setting off. There's cars behind us. I don't see any other buses though. It's kind of sad at this point. I think our route only kind of covers this bit at this time, really. I think all the other buses may come later. Yeah, I think it's just our route because it's just showing us the arrow there. Yeah, I think it's just the 15 that goes down here. That's why we're not seeing any buses. When we get into the main part where all the lines go, that's when we'll probably see some buses. But yeah, just seeing cars, parked cars as well. The fun thing about this DLC is that it has randomly parked cars. Well, I say random, it's not really randomly parked. Just parked cars. I think it depends on the time of day, to be honest. But yeah, that's to make it a little bit more challenging. Let's see if we can pull in here to Gossenstrasse. Let's see what our parking's like. Probably shocking, believe it or not. Yeah, probably could have given a little bit more room on that. The people standing on the bus for no reason. There you go, that's my atrocious parking. There's people standing up on the bus. There's seats, man, there's seats. There's things you can sit on. Seats. Use them, please. Right. I don't even know. Right, let's go. Let's carry on. and then lovely night in the Rheinhausen area, and the game's just going to have a little bit of a fit, really, will say that. It's going to freeze and not freeze at the same time. Probably because the memory in my PC isn't sufficient to really cope with it. I suppose I've got the minimum amount of memory in the actual PC, so that's probably why. Nonetheless, we'll go and stop at this stop if anyone wants to get on. Or no one wants to get off, believe it or not, so we'll see if anyone wants to get on. No one's here, so that's good. I didn't want to pull in there anyway. There's a parked car. So we'll go right. The 15 and 45 go down this way. The N1 goes left. The N1 obviously will meet up in the same point. That's the 31 as well. The 31 might go this way as well. Not too sure. That might be the last bus, believe it or not. Because I don't really know if the 31 runs this late. Probably does. But nice little parking area on the right for all the little cars to get out of our way, really, instead of parking on the road. Nice traffic lights. The traffic lights in Rheinhausen, in my opinion, just hold you for way too long. I think the traffic lights in general hold you for way too long, and then you can be late. You can literally set off a stop from a stop right early, and you'll end up being late for the next one because of the traffic lights. And there's still people standing up. There's the back seats. Come on, man, you can bagsy the back seats. Right, after doing that, I was kind of a little bit late into setting off from the green light there. Look, see, backseat passenger, best seat in the house, definitely. Running over the curb. No one's at this stop. We'll hold here anyway, because we're a bit early. In fact, we're probably a lot early. Just to probably hold at the station break will do. So, nice little look around at the bus and the guy on the advertisement boards. I don't even know. I don't even know like what time we're supposed to set off from the stop. This is what I'm saying. This is a little bit of guesswork. We'll set off. Pretty much a quiet route so far. There's not been any cars really coming the other way to challenge us, I suppose. But yeah, it's nice and peaceful at night, believe it or not. I haven't really done like a night route in OMSI before, apart from this one time. But the only reason to do it in the day is because there's more passengers. It's a little bit more of a challenge, I suppose. But we'll just try and pull up to these lights then, and we'll go straight on. Whoa! Hit the curb, hit the curb, hit the curb, and the passengers are not happy. So the 15, 31, 41 and 45 go straight on. I think pretty much all lines at some point will end up within this little centre area. I think this must be like the centre for every single bus line. I think the first two stops that we come up to, we stop at. But other routes completely missed them out. Really, I suppose. But yeah, technically all the routes will eventually go into this little area in the middle. It's a kind of frustrating thing. There's some kind of like high-speed driving in the the countryside on the outskirts, and then there's a little bit of some narrow roads as well. But mostly, the city driving is a bit. I would say it's okay. And the centre, well, this kind of area that we're in now is probably like literally the best. But yeah, it's not really varied. You know, I don't think the map's big enough, to be honest. I've pretty much driven routes that cover quite a significant portion of the map. So I'm kind of basing my decision on that. The Rheinhausen DLC is not too bad. It's actually cheap if you pick it up from Games Planet, because they have a sale on all the time. If you get it off Steam, you're just wasting kind of like money. I would say wasting money. Let me rephrase that. You're spending more than what you need to. You can get it for like £16 off Steam, and then you get charged like I think 29, maybe even a bit less than that. It's in the 20s at least on Steam, so you might as well just get it off Games Planet. Let's be honest, because you're just saving yourself money, and then that money can be used in the future for another map. There's a saving to be made. Or you can buy some other buses as well. I haven't really bought it. I haven't bought any like buses, add-on buses. I've just bought the DLC map, essentially, because you get a free bus with it anyway, depending on what you choose. But let's go and stop at this next stop, which is Fabienshof. Yes, Fabienshof. So we've got 4 people getting on. Potentially, yes we do. 4 people, get on the bus. Get on my lovely bus. Right, Fabian Schoft.
Guten Abend.
Right, where? 2044 then. What time is it? It's 2044. We're late already. We're late. We're like a minute late already. This is what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about with the lights. They made me late. Because they held me there for ages. So technically, we are now late. At the point of recording, I did not realise I was this late. You'll see a little bit later on why, essentially, where I kind of screw up. But nice little area at night. In the day, it's a little bit more packed because the buses are more frequent. I say that, and then there's a bus there. So this is where kind of like most of the lines go now. Domshof Rathaus is our next stop. We go left here. We don't go straight on. I think other routes go straight on. Oh, I can't remember which route goes straight on. I don't know this like the back of my hand, so I don't really know. Let's be honest.
Guten Tag.
So these guys are going to get on the bus. We're going to leave this bus stop pretty quickly. I think that might be a 35, believe it or not. I'm guessing. But yeah, it's a nice little area. It's a nice church. It looks like a church. Might not be. Nice. Got some shops here. And we've got a big wide open area back there as well, which is good. A nice. There's no road marking, so you have to kind of guess where you have to be on the road. There's also cars coming the other way, but luckily that never ever results in any AI cars ghosting through me, because like if you crash in this game, well, you have to kind of be realistic about it. I'm not even going to go into any detail about that because it's just a bit of a pain because the AI are shocking in this game, believe it or not. Nonetheless, Plankenhof, next stop, we have, I think that's the 35, it certainly is. The 35 is just leaving as we're arriving. That means we are late. Potentially a lot late. But we're going to let people on and off. This is not what I need in the route. Really isn't. Hopefully some of these people will sit down. That guy's in a suit. Don't know why you're in a suit. Probably going to the fancy dress shop. That guy you just got off the bus. You're there. You're literally walking off the bus. Clones are going to take over the world, everyone. OMSI confirms it. Anyways, getting back to actually the sane kind of area. Next stop then. I don't even know what this next stop is because I don't even bother reading the timetable. I just go with it. So I think this is Hauptbahnhof. Yes, Hauptbahnhof. Obviously the major stop for the 35, 45 and 51. Yeah, the 51. We haven't seen that one, have we? The 35 definitely stops here. Yeah, the 51, there's only 3 buses that go here. Well then, that's surprising. Hauptbahnhof. I've just missed the time, believe it or not. Hauptbahnhof 2050. I thought that was the arrival time, believe it or not. It's probably not. I think the timetable's broken. Okay then, guys, I've just literally got this up. And it says 2.4 minutes. Now it's 2.5. It's counting up, which means I'm late. But it says next stop Hauptbahnhof 2049. It's 2049. I think that initially I thought I was okay. I thought I was early. Clearly, this game thinks that I'm late. But I think I know why it thinks I'm late, because this. I think I must have stopped at the wrong stop. Yes, I must have done that. I must have stopped at the wrong stop. Well then, I did, well, to be fair, it said Hauptbahnhof. I should have probably played more close attention. But nonetheless, we're back on time now. I actually let the passengers off at the wrong place. Okay, so I'm not late. As initially what I thought. Oh well then. That's a learning curve for sure. Right then, traffic lights again are going to hold us for like an age. Yeah. Yeah, I did stop at the wrong stop, let's be honest. I just realised that. Whoopsies. Anyway, moving on. As it happens, bus drivers do it all the time, probably. Nonetheless, we'll go to this next stop, which is Hauptpost. Yes, it is. Right, this time we can actually stop here. This is our bus stop. Let's let these passengers on. A good 3 people. Suit guy again.
Hello.
There's a lot of people getting off. Just need to look at that door. No one else is gonna get off. Nope. Let's go. Okay, then we go left here, and so does the 25. The 25, yeah, that's the route I've done before. I think I've also done the 41. I haven't done any of the night services. I haven't done any I haven't done any of the normal routes in the night either. So essentially, I don't even know how different they are, to be fair. We've got our own separate signal on the left there, but we've got some stupid cars being weird, like there. I don't know why it was being weird there, that car. But we can go. We can. It's a bit confusing, this little bit, because you think that you go on the other side of the road. There, clearly, this is like a 4-lane road. So it's kind of a little. You kind of get thrown off a little bit if you're going down all these like 2-lane roads and stuff. But yeah, that's the buzzer again. We have to let some people off. It's 50 k's because it's just literally a normal road, a residential road, you would say it is. But you know, it's just like standard. It's 50 k's. There's no sign. There's not enough signs to actually determine that properly. Let's be honest. So Rheinstrasse or Rheinstrasse, I don't even know. Probably saying that completely wrong. Mount the curb, let that suit guy on again. God, dude, you must completely have like 1 billion clones. And I'm probably right in that. Okay then, 15, 20, well 15 goes straight ahead. Let's keep going. This is the boring part of the journey, let's be honest. So open roads, there's not much traffic. In general, it's not a really nice drive, let's be honest. We're going to have to switch lanes as well. It's just really not a nice drive. So then, let's continue on. We've got more traffic lights, that's lovely. More traffic lights to wait at. Oh boy, are we going to have some fun. I'm just going to creep up to them because I don't really want to stop. Hopefully they change. Hopefully they change. Please change. Going snail's pace. Trying to beat the lights. And the lights haven't changed. So I'm going to have to stop now. Normally when I do that, literally the lights change straight away. Literally as soon as I stop. It's a bit annoying. Right, we're going to have to look at that light. And that's our next stop up ahead. Yes, that's our next stop. Right then. Hopefully we can avoid stopping at wrong places again. But everyone stops at this one, apparently. But there's no one going to get on or off, so we'll just continue on. You can actually do that, believe it or not. If there's no people at the bus stop, you can actually literally go straight ahead. And now look what's happened. This is the issue with the AI. The merging is terrible. They love to change lanes and brake at the same time, slow you down. This is where it kind of gets a little bit frustrating when that happens with the merging and all that. Nonetheless, we'll stop at this stop if anyone wants to get on. Anyone want to get on? Yes, there's one person. Lovely, lovely. I don't even know how to say that. Fakon might be right, might be pronounced that completely wrong. Mount the curb again. We're going to go right at the traffic lights. Hopefully we don't get screwed over. And hopefully they don't change on us. That person actually sat down. Wow, someone's using the seats. Someone's actually using the seats for the first time that I've seen. Lovely. And the traffic lights changed. That's also lovely. Fantastic. Ignore the poor textures on the buildings. That's literally because my computer will literally crash. Well, the memory wouldn't be able to cope with it, I suppose. Right then, going right. That's a tough turn, believe it or not. That is really tough. I mean, trying to get a bus round that, you literally have to pull out into approximately halfway into that. You have to drive halfway past that road and then turn in, so the back end doesn't clip the curb. Otherwise, passengers start complaining. Right then, let's see what we can do. Looks like you have to literally go all the way to this bit, and luckily, the wheels just stay on that side of the road and don't mount the island in the middle. That was pretty good, believe it or not. That was actually really good. First time I've done that properly without mounting curbs. I love this little bit, actually. I like this little bit of driving, because there's parked cars here, there's actual bays for them. You know, there's no road markings, it's a quiet road, it's not boring city driving, or stressful in fact. So yeah, so Einstein Gymnasium. Right then, one person getting on and probably a few getting off. Hello guy, you've been to the gym I see. And everyone else is getting off here. Fun, must be night classes at the gym. Anyways, onward we go. We've got a car behind us, nonetheless. Okay, nonetheless, because I'm just saying that way too much. Jeez. Because, like, normally some cars would actually overtake, but then the AI in this game don't bother when you're pulled into a bus stop like that. You don't really need to give way much on a night, let's be honest, because the traffic's so minimal. You really don't need to give way when you're pulling out as much as in the day, especially at, like, the rush hour. That's annoying. But here we go, Paul Cock Street. Ha, there's a funny word, it says cock. Ha! Immature people only laugh at that joke. Anyways, let people off the bus. Let's let the people off the bus. Hopefully, we won't have an empty bus. Okay, we have like one person on the bus. One person on the bus. We haven't even got a full bus. That's kind of sad. In the day, you do get full buses. Ridiculously full. Right then, this is the part of the route where I get confused. Substantially. Right then, we're going to have to go right, or well, I say right, left. We'll go left at the roundabout. Right, let's see if we can try and get this spot on. No, we don't. There's a car pulling out, that's fine. Oh, and now people are complaining. There's a depot which is left there. I don't even know where to go. It's showing me too many arrows. Right, we'll go back this way. Go back this way. Right. I might be doing this completely right or wrong, depending, because that confuses the hell out of me. Right then. Let people off the bus. No one's getting off the bus. No one's getting off the bus. Oh dear, Nordbahnhof Ostig arrival. So we don't go back. Okay. Okay, so this is where you make complete mistakes because of stupid arrows like that. So essentially, what it was meaning is go left at the roundabout and don't bother going back on yourself. That's essentially what that is. So now I'm going to have to do a full UE, and it's going to be impossible. I'm not even reversing, it's just going to do my head in. So I'll just literally mount the curb, go through a tree, and also through signs. A very bumpy ride, and this time go properly at the roundabout left, which is essentially what the arrow told me to do. But then it was saying arrow saying depot, or depot. Oh, there's a guy complaining. Why are you complaining, dude? Why are you complaining? Do you want to go to your bus stop on time or what? So many annoying people. I didn't take it that bad at all, let's be honest. Right then, we are travelling at the actual speed limit, probably a bit too fast for this road. Go right here. This should be our final stop, ladies and gentlemen. Oh god, that gets me every time. Every single time I've done that route, that happens. Nordbahnhof terminus. Here we go. Final stop for us all. Whoa. 20:58 was our time that we had to be there for. Let's see. We were late. It doesn't even detect. I know why it hasn't detected at the bottom. I know why. Because you have to go at the arrival point. We're at the terminus point. That's why. But never mind. We'll learn that for next time. When it says arrival, you literally go where it says entry over there. That's where we have to go. Anyways, everyone, that was OMSI 2. That was a really good route, believe it or not, in the night. Be sure to leave a like if you have enjoyed. Subscribe for more content on my channel, and next time out we will do the Berlin route, the X10, I believe it is. That's a very good route, let me tell you that. But that's going to be it for me, and I shall see you all next time.